What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the SoFi stock. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure to do your due diligence before making any positions inside of the market. That being said, guys, I am more bullish than ever. We have an incredible video for you today. I need everybody that has been a subscriber for a long time, be sure to smash the like button. We need to get this video over 1,500 likes. And don't forget to drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many people as I can, any question that you have, because I want to make sure this video gets seen by as many SoFi investors out there as possible, because I believe this investment is really about to take off. And I'm going to be giving you guys everything: my short-term price target, my price target for 2026, the bear thesis that has been going on out there, the bull case scenario, the product adoption, everything, guys, because I believe SoFi is about to kick it into full gear right now. They are scaling out of this world. They're getting more tailwinds than ever before. Everything is just looking extremely bullish for SoFi and SoFi management. And I believe the stock has massive opportunity in the short term. And you also have big catalysts coming our way, like S&P 500 inclusion, a crypto launch, after getting it stripped from them a couple years ago, guys. So this is going to be an extremely bullish video. Be sure to smash the like button. Let's try and get the video over 1,500 likes. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. All right, guys, take a look at the SoFi stock right now. Heading into this upcoming week, we're at about 29.63. You saw the stock sell off a little bit on Friday. We were down about 1.5%, and then a little bounce back towards the end of the day. But understand, basically, we went into the earnings report at $31 in the pre-market, and we topped out at about 32.50. So the stock did a 12% pullback, from the high. So basically, the earnings that happened, the market seems to have already priced in those earnings, so the stock completely sold off. But I want you guys to see what was really happening behind the scenes on this past week on the SoFi earnings, because I believe we're going to get a delayed earnings reaction, and this stock's going to shoot up $10 over the next 2 to 3 months is what I personally think is going to happen, because that earnings was so strong. Let me show you what really is happening behind the scenes. So we just reported earnings last week, but take a look at this. 290,000 weekly earnings call options were set to expire on Friday at 4 p.m. I believe the moon launch is coming, after this expiration. Look at this, guys. 290,000 calls getting expired at 4 p.m. This is people betting in the short term on SoFi. So basically, there was tons and tons of investors out there believing that the SoFi stock was going to launch after earnings. All of those trades got completely wiped out last Friday at 4 p.m. So now we got all of the day traders out, the short-term gamblers, and it looks like we're back to, having those long-term diamond hand investors. That's what I'm trying to encourage on this channel. So a lot of short-term trading was going on last week around the earnings, but I'm going to show you what really happened on the earnings report when you block out all of the short-term price action for this week. This is what actually happened, guys. 37% revenue growth. This is faster growth than 90 to 95% of the entire software as a service industry. You're seeing net income up over 100% to 129%, scaling to $139 million profit in 1 quarter. The net profit margin is expanding to 14.6%, up 66% year over year. Earnings per share was about 11 cents. That's up 103%. So everything across the board, top to bottom on earnings, is starting to scale and scale fast. Just take a look at the net profit margin expansion. This isn't adjusted EBITDA. This is actual net profit. Q1 2025 this year, 9.2%. Q2 jumped up to 11.5%. In this quarter, we saw the highest net profit margin ever. Q3, 14.5%. You are starting to see the scale on top of 40% growth on the top line. You're seeing bottom line expand at the exact same time. You are seeing this correlate to analyst projections and price targets. These are the bullish case scenarios on the analyst. We're not really looking at the bear cases, because those guys truly don't know how to value the SoFi stock, regardless of what the earnings do, guys. You're getting $35 price targets, back-to-back 35s, 36s, 37s, 38s, just extremely bullish. Look at all these analysts. Majority of them are 4 to 5 star analysts, guys. You're seeing a massive boost in the stock price on these analysts, because you're seeing SoFi's risk become lower, because you're seeing their high margin fee-based revenue continue to go up. Lending, which is the legacy portion of banking, they are using that to fuel the member growth, to fuel the cross buy into the other financial services products that is growing out of this world. You're seeing financial services grow 75%. compared to lending 10 to 20% growth. And guys, SoFi is just not talking anymore. They are actually launching real products. Just in the past month, Anthony noticed that these products were coming and the products have finally been launched. Level 1 options has been confirmed, guys. They have rolled out level 1 options. A lot of traders, a lot of investors wanted this. It is here. Global money transfers is officially launched and confirmed. This has been first launched to Mexico. This is the first country that they are targeting. And the third product that is coming in potentially December is the crypto buy, sell, hold. Launch date confirmed, potentially December, guys. 3 massive products. You've already got 2 of these products launched. If we get the crypto launch, this is going to allow us to add more members faster, which is going to allow cross-buy to accelerate faster into financial services products, lending products. It could go either way, and you're going to see margin expansion continue to happen because they're going to continue to bring on members at a cheaper rate when they have more product adoption, such as crypto, guys. Crypto is going to be rocket fuel for member growth. Now take a look at this, guys. This is why you're always getting that mixed bag on analyst price targets, half bullish, half bearish. Lending versus financial services revenue. This is what the bears are not seeing. You're seeing lending, when you start off at Q1 2023, it was already at about $325 million. Financial services at the exact same time period was starting at $81 million. Fast forward 3 years, you are now seeing financial services at $419 million and lending at $480 million, when lending was almost $250 million higher than financial services at the time. So guys, you can see financial services is going to pass lending's business pretty soon, potentially in the next 2 to 3 quarters. You're seeing financial services continue to grow at about $60 million quarter over quarter, and lending's only growing at about $30 million quarter over quarter. So guys, 3 more quarters, financial services is going to be a larger business segment than lending, which is showing you that the risk is continuing to go down because this is high margin fee-based revenue compared to lending, balance sheet risk. And the big reason why you're seeing financial services take off is because of the loan platform business. This is the product that they announced, back in Q3 2024. And look at the originations where it started from. This is the high margin fee-based revenue that goes strictly to, institutional clients and investors. Look at this, guys. They are originating these on behalf of other partners, not using their own capital. Look at this. $1 billion in originations Q3. They ramped it up a little bit to $1.1 billion. And then Q1 2025, it just started taking off. $1.6 billion in originations. Q2, $2.4 billion in originations. And then Q3, $3.4 billion in originations, guys. Absolutely insane. Look at the revenue that you're getting off the loan platform business. This is the fee-based revenue. $61 million, $63 million, scaled to $96 million, $131 million, $168 million. You're seeing the loan platform business start to grow at about $40 million clips quarter over quarter. So just look where, we're headed for a Q4, possibly, $210 million. That's an $800 million run rate on the loan platform business that literally just started a year ago. This is going to be the next $1 billion revenue stream business. And then what happens when they get it to 300, 400, 500 million? This is going to be a $2, $3, $4 billion, business segment pretty soon over the next 2 years. Loan platform business virtually has no risk, and this is what's going to continue to get the SoFi stock price grinding higher. And I want you guys to see what's also happening behind the scenes on the balance sheet. Look at the liabilities. You have total debt at about $3.9 billion in Q2, before Q3, $3.9 billion in debt. And you can see SoFi, the next quarter, Q3, has dropped that total debt to $2.7 billion, a $1.2 billion decline, guys. This came from, I believe, student loan warehouse facilities. You can see right here it was $187 million. And you can see last quarter, student loan warehouse facilities was $1.2 billion. So they dropped this about $1 billion. They put that cash to work, paid down some debt. Debt just went from $3.9 billion to $2.7 billion. So you can see SoFi management team, these are investment bankers. They are managing the balance sheet to a T, guys. Absolutely incredible how much debt they got lowered. This is going to save them a lot of money. You're going to see more profits, more margin expansion continue to happen. Now, I want you guys to take a look at Cantonese Cat's chart. It's saying SoFi closed the month at all-time highs and is palantiring. Look at this, guys. You can see palantiring right here. What he's talking about is these, retracement levels, the 0.886 to the 1, the 1.2. Look, because the businesses just executed at different time frames. Palantir was executing a year ago, a lot better, with that profitability coming in. And it looks like the next level that SoFi can hit is this 1.236, this $44 level, which I have a $44 stock price, on SoFi right now. And you can see I increased my stock price from 42 to 44, citing acceleration in the loan platform originations going into Q4 from institutional clients, increasing fee-based revenue, lowering the balance sheet risk, further acceleration in member growth with a crypto launch in Q4 if we get that third product, recent Galileo acceleration, and a new deal confirmed with Southwest Airlines. We're going to go over that soon, and potentially for many other announcements, including Delta Airlines, T-Mobile, stablecoin Q1 26 implementation, EPS full year raise to 37 cents in 2025 with a possibility of upward guidance raise in 2026 from 80 to potentially 95 cents on the top end. Cross-buy accelerations going from 30% to 40% in Q3 with all-time high in brand awareness at 9% right now. So this is just made up on tip ranks, guys. I just did this joke. I did the rankings as a joke and stuff like that. But guys, I have a $44 stock price on SoFi right now, and you can see by the chart, that is our next big level to watch. So, if you do want this stock, trade in the short term, that is the level I would be looking for. But I'm telling you guys right now, the big money is going to be made if this stock does hit $100. If the stock does get up to that level by the end of 2026, if you continue to see that EPS just skyrocket out of this world. And I want to talk about S&P 500 inclusion because, everybody is wondering, when can SoFi get into the S&P 500 inclusion? Well, understand, Goldman Sachs Global Investment Research put out top 15 companies eligible for S&P 500 inclusion, which is now down to 11. But realize that the top 15 that they put in, actually 4 of those, top 15 actually got in. So this was completely on par, very accurate. AppLovin, Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, and Encore all got in. So they were right on the 4 companies to get in. This gives us 11 other companies, eligible for S&P 500 in December. I believe the announcement comes in on December 5th, where SoFi has a possibility to potentially get in. You might see 2 to 3 companies out of the 11 get in, but I want to show you guys the market cap comparisons of these 11 companies. And you can see right here, AppLovin, Interactive Brokers, Robinhood, Encore all got in. 160 billion market cap, 100 billion, 90 billion, and then Encore was actually pretty small, 28 billion. But understand right now, these are the 11 companies, and Toast is at 21 billion, First Citizens 23 billion, Markel Group 25 billion, LPL Financials at 30 billion, SoFi at 35 billion. So SoFi is actually bigger than 4 companies right here. And understand there's only one other financial services company on this list right here, bigger than SoFi, which right here is Ares Management at 48 billion. So if SoFi stock can make its way up to $40, I think there's a high probability they could get in by December. You could see 2 to 3 companies get in out of 11. This puts SoFi, being higher than all the other financial services company, probably a 20 to 25% chance, a 1 in 4 chance of getting in December. They might give Vertiv, Carvana, and then pick SoFi for the financial service, if they add in a financial services company. So there is a high probability SoFi could get in inside of December. I put it at about 20 to 25%. If we don't get in December, high probability we could get in March. But understand right now, we're going at it with 11 other companies. SoFi is larger than 4 of those 11 companies by market cap right now. The higher the stock price goes, the higher the probability we could get in. It's just going to be really tough to pass up all of these 5 companies right here with about 40 to 48 billion in market cap. We're going to need a $10 stock price increase from here. Now take a look at SoFi. This is their Galileo technology platform. You can see SoFi Insider posted this. We have Galileo Southwest debit cards. New account volumes have exceeded projections by a wide margin. This is what the managing director of loyalty and co-brand at Southwest Airlines said. For most product launches, our forecast models are spot on. Not this time. New account volumes has exceeded projections by a wide margin, so much that one step in the account opening process hit a threshold and required us to quadruple capacity overnight. It's always great to beat a forecast, but what's even better, meeting an unmet need in the market. Welcome to Rapid Rewards debit customers. This is a product that has been, launched by Galileo Technologies. This is the lagging portion of SoFi's, entire business. And if we could see them, land more deals like this in the airlines industry, I mean, this could get, the platform Galileo Technologies really starting to accelerate once again. But understand, we do have 10 new deals coming inside of Q1 2026. We've only got 1 deal so far, so we have no idea who the other 9 deals are. But it looks like, SoFi Insider has also found out that it could potentially be Delta Airlines and T-Mobile, some other large, companies. And this is absolutely awesome for Galileo because we've been waiting for this to take off for a while. We haven't seen the big, legacy banks implement the product, even though we had, those RFP stages for the last 2-3 years. It looks like not one legacy bank has made the jump yet. but small wins like this could definitely lead to faster growth inside of 2026. And once again, guys, I want you to look at 3 of the most recent companies that entered the S&P 500 by market cap compared to SoFi's market cap. Okay, Expand Energy got in; they were 24 billion market cap right now. Williams Sonoma 23 billion, Trade Desk 24 billion, and then SoFi 35 billion. So you could see there's a lot of other companies that just recently got in. About 3 out of the 10 are smaller than SoFi right now. So I believe S&P 500 is coming for SoFi. As you guys can see, we are a larger company than multiple S&P 500 companies that recently just got in. Right now, we're actually larger than about 200 to 230 companies that are already inside of the S&P 500. So guys, it's a very high probability December it could happen. I put it at about 25%. You saw the 11 companies. We're larger than 4 of those 11 right now. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. We're going to continue to keep you updated on all the breaking news on the SoFi stock. If you want closer access to all the moves that I'm making, be sure to sign up for my VIP Patreon group. I will show you guys exactly how I'm planning to capitalize on all this momentum on SoFi over the next couple of months. I'm actually playing some leap call options on SoFi. I'm not betting in the short term. I'm betting more to the mid to longer term. And I believe these leap options are going to have significant rewards if SoFi continues to execute like you've seen on the last couple of earnings. And I'm also diversifying the portfolio, buying another 5 to 10 stocks. So be sure to sign up for the VIP Patreon if you want to see all the moves that I'm making. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll be keeping you updated. And don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many people as I can. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.